Uisge, Karen, and I'm going to show you other ways of drawing with watercolour pencils. Here is a little beach scene that I made up on a baking tray with some of the shells that we collected. And so I'm going to be drawing this pink shell. I have been doing some drawings before that, trying out the pencils and seeing how they work. So all artists work in a different way, and I have got here a little scene that I made up. So I'm going to show you how I did this very quickly. So what I did is I got my brown, which we don't know what the name is, as a background. And what I did is I coloured this in all over. So I'm not going to do it exactly like that, but I'm just going to focus on the shell. So I've got here the brown background, okay, which is the sand, and then I have got my pink shell. So I'm just doing a very rough shape of a pink shell. It doesn't have to be precise. And then what I'm doing is making it a bit more intense in the middle. Okay, so I'm then going to get my brush pen, which I'm going to give a good squeeze to, and I am going to go in over the top. Actually, I'm going to use the other pen because it's mine's slightly small. So I'm going to put a lot of water on. This is great fun. So I'm making it quite splodgy, but I've got a large pink blob in the middle. Okay, like that. Okay. So I then must. So I'm then going to leave it for a minute or two. So I'm now going to, it's dried a little, but it's still wet. So I'm actually using the wetness to give me some nice soft lines. So I'm going to draw my shell in here, like this, into the wet. I'm going to put the wings on here, like that. And then the radiating lines of the shell. That's it. So, and then I'm going to, so that was my pink.
The dark pink, isn't it? Yeah.
The dark pink. And now I'm going to use the red, which is Dearg. So I'm going to use some red in here. Okay. So I've done a little bit of edging on here to show you the shape of the shell, because it goes up and down. I've made the edge up and down, which means that this part has got a ridge on it. So I'm drawing into the ridge here, like this.
Come and have a wee look.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I let it dry a little before I did this. And so it sort of shows you the shape. Here we go, another one here. Okay. So I'm putting in the shapes of the shell. If you have a look at the shell here, see these ridges? I'll turn it round so that you can have a look at it. Okay. So this has got little ridges on it. So I'm just doing that as a gesture to see what it looks like. Okay. And I've got little wings on here. Like that, and that's got a few ridges on it like that. Okay. So I'm making the shape of the shell. Okay, and then I'm going that. So I've been using my Purpaidh, and I'm now going to use my blue, which is
Gorm.
Blue. Here's the blue. So blue is making. We're making more shadow for the underside here. Yeah. Yeah.
Lovely colour.
Yeah. It's good. It's good fun. So, and I'm going to put some wrinkles in here for the sand. Like that. So there are lots of other shells I could have drawn on here and in the same way. But I think you now got the idea of how these watercolour pencils work. So, yeah, I hope you enjoy messing around with watercolour pencils because I find them hugely fun and I use them for all my work. When I'm out in the countryside and I want to make a sketch, I quite often dig out my watercolour pencils and I take one of these with me whenever I go somewhere, which is great. So I think that's all for today, don't you? Okay, enjoy.
Can I see it? Hold it up.
Yes.
Ta-da! That's lovely. That's
Okay.
fantastic. Well done, Karen.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Lovely.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Zet de goe, zet de vooi, met de lerte hullen tonnen, zet de vooi, gooi. Met de lerte hullen tonnen, zet de goe, zet de vooi, met de lerte hullen tonnen, zet de vooi, gooi. Get de dingen ze kost, get de witte koor. Get de dingen ze kost, ik ken niet de boos. Get de dingen ze kost, get de witte koor. Get de dingen ze kost, ik ken niet de boos. Met de lerte hullen tonnen, zet de goe, zet de vooi, met de lerte hullen tonnen, zet de vooi, gooi. Met de lerte hullen tonnen, zet de goe, zet de vooi, met de lerte Donne sette voi poi, posso ligarido, posso mi scingere parla a grande piri, posso ligarido, posso mi scingere parla a grande piri, metta letta